Hello, beautiful people. This is Tanya, and I'm getting ready to do yet another experiment. What is the kitchen if it's not chemistry? So that's the way I see it. All right. So what I'm planning on doing is pickling 2 different types of quick pickles. I'm not water bath canning. These will be pickling, not canning. Okay. So in my jar, in one jar, I have a package of ranch dressing or 3 tablespoons of ranch dressing if you have that. I have some DLC, which is a teaspoon of that. And this one I have some pickling spices that I got from the Amish store. Sandra and I went to the Amish store yesterday and they had some pickling seed. And I was like, the Amish know how to cook, so let's give it a shot. So that's what we're doing.
You got a lot of stuff when we went to the Amish store.
We sure did. And so, and then my water right here, let me bring you down so you can see. In my water right here, I have 3 cups of water, a cup and a 4, I believe that's right, if I'm doing my math right, a cup and a 4 of white distilled vinegar, salt and pepper, and that's kosher salt, black pepper. And I also added, I think that's it. I think that's all I put in there. But anyway, so I'm just warming this through. And once I get it through, warm through, then I'll be ladling it across my jars. And again, because we're pickling.
Across the jars or ladling in your jars?
In my jars. You know what I mean.
They may not know what you mean.
I'm ladling them in my jars. And because I'm, again, because I'm pickling and not canning, I just have to wait until these cool and then put them in the refrigerator and let them sit with the brine over them for at least 12 to 24 hours. And once we let them sit for the 12 to 24 hours, then we'll come back and let you know how they taste. Because again, this is chemistry. This is an experiment. So, I think I like these flavors. Who knows? Again, this might be awesome or it may be an epic fail. But usually when I say that, it usually turns out to be okay. You know, I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, most of the stuff we do turn out to be pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
I would say so far maybe in the high 90%.
Yeah.
This is stuff that we do turn out to be pretty good.
Yeah. So I'm totally not mad at it. But anyway, so once I get these, get this up to where it's warm, which I think it's almost there.
I see a little steam.
Yeah, it's almost there. I was going to say I'd come back, but there's no point in doing that. Let me get a mat to set this on.
There's 2 right there.
Oh, let me see it behind me. And my jars, by the way, are at room temperature.
Just as long as they're not cold, you putting hot stuff in it, okay?
Now, they had been in the refrigerator for a while, and I let them set out until they
got room temperature.
Till they got room temperature and came down.
And well, actually went up in temperature.
Whatever. Whatever.
It ain't whatever.
They're not refrigerator cold. They're room cold, but they're not refrigerator cold. Okay? Just so you know. And since this is an experiment, because like I said, I found this recipe online, which I will link, the one for the ranch. I found it online. And so, hopefully I like this. Oh, I forgot. I put some garlic in here too. I put garlic granules in that.
And DLC.
I told him about the DLC.
Okay.
I did put the DLC. Ranch, garlic granules, and dill seed. 3 tablespoons of ranch dressing. 1 tablespoon of garlic granules and 1 tablespoon of dill seeds.
And by the way, with dill seeds, see, I'm in love with dill seeds. If you ever want to make deli sandwiches, give it that extra that pop. If you put mustard on your sandwich, put a little bit of dill seed on it. It's gonna blow your mind. People gonna wonder, what's that extra little flavor? That's good. Just a deli sandwich. I'm telling you, the dill seed on that mustard is the bomb.
Okay.
But try it.
All right. That's our glowing recommendation for dill seed.
Yep, I like dill seed.
And like I said, and on this one, I put 2 tablespoons of the Amish pickling seasoning, which, like I said, we picked it up at the Amish store yesterday when we were there. And by the way, if you ever get a chance to go to an Amish store, please do. Please do. They have, you know, if you want to try a different kind of homemade things, they usually have them in the store, so you can try them there to see if it's something that you would like. That's a cheaper way of doing it than investing a whole lot of money, and you find that you don't like whatever it is.
And you can make your own pickle and spice too.
Yeah, you can. But I got this little small thing. Nope, that's the deal.
Yes, my deal.
But I got this for $1.23. And you know, now if you have a lot of seasoning and you want to just experiment, that's one thing.
Well, some people may have this.
And you might have it. You might have it. That ain't Tanya's life. You might have it. Why is he doing that? Anyway. I don't know what that's about. But anyhow. The eye is off. And now I'm just going to, and this, we're giving this a 1/2 inch head space, just so you know. And I'm just ladling this in on my pickles. And you don't have to worry about the bubbling. Because again, we're pickling.
Not canning.
We're not canning. There is a difference. Can you see?
Nope.
There you go.
Y'all know we didn't major in photography, right?
Nowhere close. Let me give me something. Let me get my debubble. Even though I don't have to debubble it. Debubble.
So I should go blah, 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 blah.
Womp. I just want to give myself some space. Get some of that air out so I can get some more of this brine in here. And not to mention, get some of those seasoning down to the bottom.
You trying to reach equilibrium?
Whatever.
You said the kitchen is a science lab, something like that.
Chemistry.
Okay. Equilibrium.
Because you have your chemistry lab, you have your biology lab, you have your physics lab. Those are entirely different labs.
Okay. Let's do it.
And again, this is not necessary. But, you know, like I said, you might want to get those seasons all the way down to the bottom.
So you probably could do that way, or you could put the lid on and kind of
shake it up
a little bit. Yeah.
Whichever your preference is. And you see it gave me a little bit more room in my headspace.
What you doing an inch? Or is it a 1/2 inch?
I said 1/2 inch.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what I said. Well, if I didn't say it, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing 1/2 inch. Like I said, we're novice.
It's just a suggestion.
It's just a suggestion.
All right, Kim.
It's just a suggestion. But you do want your ingredients to be covered. Okay? That's the goal. To get your ingredients covered. They smell good. This one especially smells good. Okay. So I'll be right back. I'm going to get some plastic covers to go on this because we don't need to use the metal ones for this because, again, we're not canning. We're pickling.
And save those
lids.
Those canning lids.
Okay. So I finished my pickles, and here they are. This one is ranch. I had put different color top on them so I know what it was. This is ranch, and this is with the Amish pickling spices.
Won't you try labeling them? That might be a good thing to let you know what they are. I'm just saying.
That'll be option B.
Okay.
But I probably will put the labels on them so that I know what they are. But like I said, we're just waiting on them to cool down. This one's already starting to cool. This was still a little bit warm, so I must have had less cucumbers in this one than I did this one. But anyway, so I'm gonna let them sit for 12 to 24 hours. And like I said, we'll taste these as well as another type that we had made. This was the summertime sweet pickles. We had made those, and so we'll be trying those as well. And we'll see whether or not this is a success or yet again an epic fail. But I think it's probably gonna be good. I'm thinking it's gonna be good. Because we did some sausage and we weren't sure about the sausage. They turned out being pretty good.
Yeah, they did.
They turned out being pretty good. The longer they set, the better they taste. And I'm thinking it's probably going to be the same thing with these as well.
With the cucumbers?
Yep, with the cucumbers. Or the pickles. So there'll be pickles when we finish with them. Again, this is pickling. This is not canning. Got to make that distinct difference between the two of them for you. Anyway, thanks for watching. And please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and leave a legacy.
And don't forget about the giveaway.
Yeah, don't forget about the giveaway. I'll put the attachment on this video. All right. Y'all have a good day. Bye.
Peace out.
All right. Peace out.